Oh,
All right, you guys. I believe that my man is on the line.
we here, baby.
Marlon. Hey, Marlon.
Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? Been a while, so long. God, are you
I
still good?
know it's been too
Call me,
long.
call me, call me, call me. God damn, it's been a while. No, truly, truly, man. So good to hear your voice. Your voice is comforting. Your voice is like, it really is sincerely comforting to me because here in England, we don't hear that kind of, accent very often.
Oh yeah, I guess you do hear an accent when I speak, just like I hear an accent when you speak.
But at the end of the day, we come from countries by where America is one of next to Nigeria and next to South Africa and next to the rest of the parts of the Australia, New Zealand. We are the biggest Anglophonic speaking languages on earth. So, whether I speak with the ultimate Nigerian accent or Australian accents, we understand each other because
That's
we
true.
come from the mother tongue of Anglophone. So, yeah, darling, so beautiful to catch up with you and be with you today. Thank you to my publicist, Rod White, for making things go down. How long, darling? Please tell me how long. Tell me, please.
Oh, it's been, you know what? It had to be before 2018. It had to be
Jesus,
because
whip.
I had a catastrophe
Oh, yeah,
in
tell
2018 where I lost my computer hardware, everything crashed. I lost all my music. I just became so despondent that I just didn't even try to broadcast anymore. And then when I was about to go back on the air, COVID hit and I
Oh,
ended up going back into the hospitals, you know.
man. Oh,
I couldn't do the broadcast thing.
man.
So
Oh, shucks. It makes my problems very diminutive. It makes my problems and stuff because at the end of the day, no matter where you are on earth, we've all got situations, we've all got problems. But I'll tell you now,
yeah.
what you've told me today, sweetheart, it's very the stuff I've been through, very diminutive compared to what you've been through. And then thereafter, and then when did you get the broadcast back on track? Was that in 2019 or 2020 when COVID came?
COVID came at the end of 2019, going into 2020.
Right. I was in
I
Colombia.
remember that very
I was
distinctly. I don't know what it was like over there, but it was crazy over here.
darling. No, okay. For COVID, well, listen, 2019, I was in Colombia. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a bit of, I was doing, I was doing a lot of that to
Oh,
Colombian. I was single. I was free.
uh-huh.
In India. In the Spanish Caribbean. And now what's
Yeah.
up? I was saying I'm friendly. And then on top of that, I came back to the UK in September 2019. And then within a few months, the world changed. And I was like, no, wait,
Yeah.
what? Yeah. But give me your
It's
time scale on
crazy.
you and the radio station, please, darling. Fill me in, please.
The- oh my God, the radio station. Well, I mean, I continue to play the music. It plays all the time, but
Mm,
I lost all of my playlists, so I'm pretty much building it from scratch again. And
right.
I've got a pretty good collection, but I have to. The problem is with the music that the artists send me, I
Yeah.
still have to convert it so that it can play on my system online.
Oh,
You understand what I'm saying? So I still haven't really had time to get a lot done, but I have added a lot of music. My people that were doing hosting shows. You know what, Marlon? You got a beautiful voice. Maybe you want to host a show on WDGP,
oh, no, really? Don't start. Don't start.
or at least do a takeover. You know, like Sirius XM does. They do takeovers by different artists for evening, like 2 or 3 hours. You just play your music, what you like for the people, and talk about the artists that you're playing.
And get people's backs up in there, because I'm international, I'm international.
Exactly. That's why
Uh,
you'd be the perfect
uh,
person to do it because you're international.
Especially in America and South America, your audience potentially appreciating my point of view. I think I don't know, Diana. Don't put me on the spot. You're bad like that. You're bad like that. You're getting my feet tapping. I'm tap dancing. Check me. I'm tap dancing.
I hear you. I hear you. It's okay. We can talk about that at a later date.
Yeah, we will do.
Maybe after
Thank
you
you.
relax a little bit and slow down, because I know you're gonna be doing touring with this new project, right?
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm busy, darling. You wouldn't believe it, man. I God has blessed me with an African woman, as South Africa.
Okay.
Because the last time I met you, I was with a Latina from Colombia, and while
Uh-huh.
I was convinced that because you got the same color skin as me, you're gonna be the one for me. But let's
Uh-huh.
say the mere fact that you are from Latino America and I'm from Africa, while we share the same color skin, mentally we are different, so
Yes.
I'm over that.
Mhm.
I was with you. That's the last time I spoke to you. I was with her. She looked like us, but she don't act like us.
Mhm.
It's a different situation. So God has blessed me, and right now my lady with whom I'm deeply in love with, she's listening to the show. She's from South Africa, and at the end of the day, I spent majority of my life in Europe. But my lady, she's born in South Africa, and she is Afro Mauritian, like me, because my family come from Mauritius. We immigrants from Mauritius, the islands, the French islands, of Africa, of South Africa, and I'm just so happy to be in love again. It's such a beautiful feeling. I want to write songs, baby. I want to write songs for days.
I understand. It's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm happy for you.
and I go back to what I say, and not because we look like each other, we might end up binding like each other and being in love.
Mhm.
But I'm just so because mainly I'll tell you the truth, Diana. I've been with here in Europe. What's gonna happen when you're in Europe? You're gonna end up meeting different people from all over Europe, and you will hopefully, what I'm saying, discover that, not hopefully discover, but you will want to be with somebody who look like you, feel like you, touch like you, cook like you. But eventually, I found the right one, and I'm in a good place right now. And she's listening. She's listening all the way in South Africa. And it's a good thing, and I'm happy, man. How about you, man? Tell me about you, man. You sound like you've been through.
Oh, me. Oh, and I'm not the one. We talking about Marlon Cherry tonight, okay? So
No,
listen, tell me.
yeah,
No. Come on, I want to catch up with you too.
yeah, okay,
When
yeah,
the last time we spoke, you were the only English speaking member of the group Ganache.
that's right.
Now let's pick it up from there. What happened? What transpired that allowed you to be free?
Yeah, I mean, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot with not only these cats, darling, not only these cats. As a lead singer of a band, you will forever go through, um, situations of jealousy, situations.
Mhm.
Even if you're the lead singer, you will forever be in the front, and you will be thrust in the front, and the bass player does not get as much attention as you. The
Right.
drummer does not get as much attention as you, and so the keyboardist as well. So I am used to being hated against, and then I go to Italy with them dudes. When you look, when you think of an Italian man, you think him wearing Gucci loafers. You think of him wearing, like, what I'm saying, these cats, like, you know all hair slicked back and that, and then you get a cat from Africa, all the way from Africa. He born in Africa,
Mhm.
Afro Mauritian, even though he got roots here in the United Kingdom because His family come from here, but he come from Africa. That's the prime. Never forget that. He come from Africa, and he come all
Mhm.
the way to Europe, and then he come to Italy, and then all the girls are throwing themselves at him. You know, and
Mhm.
he, for me, it was nothing because that's my life. That is in music since the age of 6. This is all I know. This is all I know. But the fact of the matter is, how do you deal with that as a person and as a young man, as a gentleman that's been through the process of that thing since age 6? I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it, and I deal with it in my own way. But when you
Mhm.
go to Sicily and you're living with Sicilians, and then they see you, and the thing is, you're not even flexing on these fools. Um,
Right.
say fools. I wouldn't say because I'm gonna I get in bad situations. I wouldn't say flexing on my homeboys. I wasn't. I wasn't even flexing on them because everything just came towards me. They ended up being extremely intimidated, extremely threatened by my African presence, and you know what they chose, Diana? They said, listen, yeah, we'd rather let things implode than let that fool have everything as a lead
Wow.
that he
Yeah.
and
That's been the detriment of a lot of groups. I have to say that. It's almost inevitable.
Amen. 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 It's the most it's the most it's the most craziest of things that I never ever thought I'd experience in my life. But the funny thing is this, I experienced it in my life before. I did experience it in my life before, and I have no resent, uh, no malice towards them because I made them look good and they made me look good. It was a team effort.
Mhm.
So, can I tell you the truth? At the end of the day, wow. And the funny thing is, they always claim they close to Africa and we African. And no, no, homie, you ain't African. You know what I'm saying? Your island of Sicily is 3 hours away from the coast of Libya. I appreciate that. But do you actually accept and love us? That's a different
Right.
that's a different story.
Well, you know what? You sound like you're talking about the black experience in the USA. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, it's the same. You unfortunately, when you got color on your skin, you
no,
gotta work harder, fight harder.
mm, it's cool though because it's what I known all my life. It's what I know.
Right,
I don't hold that against them. I don't hold that
right.
millions. I don't. And the funny thing is, the best time. This the first time I ended up learning. I'm Anglophonic like you, darling. You are Anglophonic. Okay. We believe the best language in the world is English. Okay. But
Mhm.
God showed me that there is other languages, Molly Mall, the Latin languages that our Anglophonic language comes from,
Mhm.
Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and I ended up speaking. Dan, I ended up going all over the world since the last time spoken to you, baby. I've been
That's
taught.
beautiful.
Honestly, I've been Brazil. I've been robbed in Brazil. I ended up in Colombia. I got hijacked in Colombia. I mean, I've been through loads of crap, man. And the funny thing is, on that journey of life and love and music, because God blessed me to see all this, I ended up discovering, loads of different beautiful people in music and love. And I even recorded and sung. I done shows in Brazil and done shows in Rio de Janeiro. I actually wrote a song called Rio de Janeiro Blues. You know what I mean? From my
Mhm.
so I've been since the last time I've spoken to you. God has been good to me, darling. God has been sincerely good to me, and whatever
That
happens,
is beautiful.
amen, baby, amen. I can never dispute it. I can never dispute
Yes.
for sure, darling. I'm so
See,
happy.
don't get me talking about God because that's the one thing. that I know to be real, to be true. Okay, because he has provided for me all. I had a birthday on last Tuesday, Marlon,
Yeah, last
and
week.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm now 65 years old, and I don't feel a day over 20.
You, I saw you posted a video. Ron sent me a video, and I was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got a ring on your face. You look stunning.
Hey,
Honestly,
black don't crack,
let me hit you. Let me
and
hit
beige don't age. Let me
you.
stop. Let me stop. I'm being bad. Let me behave. I am the hostess after
You.
all.
Oh, baby. No, you deserve it. You deserve it. You look gorgeous, man. I can't believe it. 65. Young
Yes,
black
darling. 65.
man, darling.
I'm so happy. That's why I said when you start talking about God, you speaking my language because
Yeah,
he
yes,
has
yes.
been so wonderful to me. Grace and mercy, grace and mercy. I'm so thankful for grace and mercy because I might not even be here now. I mean, I can't even tell you how many friends I lost to COVID.
Oh, shock. Really?
I can't even tell you. It's such because I work in healthcare. I know a lot of people in healthcare. I've been a nurse since 1976. So I've come across and made friends with a lot of people, and I lost a lot of people
Listen.
in the last couple of years, especially 2020. Ah, God, it was like every other week they was telling me somebody was in the hospital and somebody passed, and I'm like, oh God. But, we persevere. I feel like if you're still here, you're not finished. God got more work for you
Uh,
to do. So, we here and we going to get to the business of getting it done. Okay?
yes, yes. I think that on the top on when it comes to the top 5 countries or people that have lost souls and spirits, I think America and the United Kingdom are like top 5 next to China.
Yeah.
China.
Yes.
So it,
Yes.
I think sincerely it is. While I have sincere and close connections to my family in South Africa and what you call this, Mauritius, you know,
Hmm.
it, it is a minuscule amount of, and any life lost is a tragedy. I'm a
Yes.
firm believer of that. Any
Yes.
life lost is a
It is.
tragedy for no reason, whether it
It
be
is a tragedy. But you know what? I choose to believe that they are watching down on us and helping us along the path. We may not even know, they become angels. That's how I feel about it. If they were a good person and a good soul, they become angels and they look out for the rest of us down here on planet Earth.
darling, I tell you the truth. I think that is a sentiment across all cultures, across
Yes.
all races, across
Hmm.
all beings. That is a sentiment
Yeah.
across all of us. And I was thinking that. I was thinking that, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I even pray to my grandmother. I even pray
Right.
to her and be like, Ma, because I call her Ma, you know what I'm saying? And grandma,
Hmm.
short version of Grandma Ma, can you show me the way out of this dark situation which I found myself in? Can you show me a way? And with the supervision of our main man, God, who made Jesus Christ through Mary, we will be guided. We will be guided, darling. We will be guided, you know. And at the end of the day, I believe that, you know, this situation of COVID is a small situation, and by God's grace, we'll get out of it. And we are still struggling from COVID. But
Yes, and it's going to be a recovery period, but I think that's why they say pandemics last from 2 to 5 years because the actual harm or from hurt from the disease,
uh,
you have to recover economically because a lot of people lost their jobs because they were in the service industries and those places were closed during COVID because people were trying to stay home as much as possible to keep from contracting that disease. So it's on and on. So the
yeah,
the markets Job market is coming back a little bit. People are opening things. People are trying to get back to normal, although it will never be the way it was. It's like a new normal, you know?
It's a tragic normal. Darling, tell me,
Yeah.
from from your heart of hearts, did you contract the virus? Please tell me, did you contract COVID-19? Please,
Did
for
I? Yes, actually I did, but let me say this, because I'm in the healthcare field, we were the first to get the vaccines.
oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
and so I did get it, but I had been vaccinated, and so I never really had symptoms. All I had was a positive test. And because of the positive test, I came home and I waited the 7 days, I think it was. And then I went back and I got tested again and it was negative.
I
So
know.
so thank God that
Yeah.
he put me where I needed to be. I'm in the healthcare setting. I got my vaccinations
Oh,
done, the whole series, and I've even had boosters. And so I feel like I'm good.
no, I think you are from the way you speaking and stuff. Did when you had the taste of the virus, did you lose your sense of taste? How was your
No, this is what
taste?
no, but I have friends. My actually a lady I used to work with said, and a gentleman too, they both said that they lost their taste.
Oh,
And one said one was taste and smell and one was just taste.
oh dear.
So
Oh,
I didn't get I swear Marlon, I had no symptoms at all. And I kind of feel like that test was
ah,
a false positive because I had no symptoms,
yeah.
but I followed the guidelines, you know?
Yeah, no, no, man. I think quintessentially you had it. You definitely had it, and you had one of those ones that was the spreader one. But we're like, I feel good, and I'm gonna go out, and we're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You didn't have the full
Yeah,
blown. You didn't
but
have
I
the
didn't go out though. I followed their
ah,
instructions. I stayed home. I stayed in
darling.
to myself,
And,
so,
and you
at
work for
least I feel like I didn't spread it. So that's good.
the on top of that, you work for the National Health Service. So primarily for yourself, it was not only about you. If I gotta go to work, and if I gotta go out, I'm gonna give this to somebody else. So look,
Right.
home. I'm staying at home, baby. You done the right thing, you know. And the thing is, people don't understand that if you are in the nursing vocation, primarily your main concern is your patients.
Hmm.
Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Your primary vocation, and you guys are selfless, and that is why the United Kingdom government, every nurse that has passed away in this COVID-19 situation, they got up to £100,000, which is about
Mm.
$1,000. You know,
Uh-huh.
away in COVID, and they got like $140,000. God bless them. But I tell you this,
Yes.
no price. There's no price on life. There's no price on life because, at the end of the day, life is cheap.
Yeah.
But
Life is fleeting too. So
no,
that's why you better enjoy it while you got it.
say it again, say it again, say it again.
Life is fleeting and you better enjoy it while you got it.
Hit me, hit me. Honestly, darling, it's so true. It's so true. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. And the mere fact that I'm talking to you today after so many years, I'm grateful. I'm
Yeah.
grateful. And as an African man, I am an African man, quintessentially bottom line. I am, even though I have so much different bloods in my veins, I'm
Hmm.
born in Africa. I'm born in Africa, and I will forever be an African man. But as a humble African man, I am grateful, darling. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to taste the soda in my mouth. I'm grateful to see the sun in the sky. I'm
Amen.
grateful to feel the wind. I'm grateful to feel the wind on my face. You know, I'm so
Yes.
grateful. You wouldn't believe, I really am. To wake up because I lost brothers to I lost friends in COVID. I
Hmm.
was like, yo, you 35 and you dead?
I know, right?
I think you dead.
This is so true. I mean, it's just crazy when you think about it. But again, that is the nature of life. Whether it's COVID or whatever, the flu or whatever it is that takes us out. That's life.
know. And on top of that, you in the front line. You be seeing stuff. You saw. I'm sure you saw stuff that you will take to the grave with you. You will take to the grave with you. Some of the stuff you saw in the medical. You're in the medical profession. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So you saw stuff and stuff in inverted commas as well.
Yeah, I still see stuff. I've seen stuff all my life because I've been in hospitals. Right now I'm doing long-term care, but it's still the same. You still see the same kinds of things happening over and over again. So you all you can do is try to be the best person you can be. That's it.
Like your voice comes across. You know what I'm saying? Your voice will lull me into a false sense of security.
Oh,
No, I
stop it.
no, no. I know it's not a false sense of security because it's a true sense of security. It's true security. It's what you do. It's what you do. You know, it's what you do. And
Yeah, I do what I love, and I guess that's why I look younger than my years.
that's the yeah, you banging on like that. Call me. Why you didn't call me for a long time? Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
Well, Marlon, you know what? I got you now. I'm connected to you now. It'll never be this length of time between us speaking, okay?
Hey, there ain't none of that, baby. There ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? We connected for a long time. You know.
I know. We got so much to catch up on. But listen, let's talk about your project.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God, there's so much to say on music and there. And I've been so busy, darling. I've been really busy. I after I left Ganesh, okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, I didn't leave Ganesh. Ganesh, you know what I'm saying? They 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 kicked me out. And I was the
Yeah.
one that I wrote the whole album. I
Isn't
wrote
that something? You told me that. I remember we had that
it,
conversation
baby.
on
I wrote
conversations.
it.
Yeah.
I wrote it. I wrote it. I wrote the whole album. And you know what? They didn't tell me to my face. And I don't wanna put Europeans down. And they're not even Europeans. They half Europeans and half African anyway, because they're between Africa and Europe. You know,
Right.
don't want to
Uh-huh.
put Europeans down and half Europeans down. But bro, tell me to my face, I don't need you. Be out and
Yeah.
be a true.
Well, you know what? You know what? Again, I have to bring God back into this because, things happen for a reason. Sometimes when you need to make a move and you don't make the move, he'll fix it so the move is made for you. Okay? So you're supposed to be on your own. You know what? You were the face of Ganache anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know the American group LTD, just for an example. Jeffrey Osborne led them and then he stepped out on his own and we didn't even know if he didn't say this is no longer LTD, we would never know. And it's the same thing with you. When I listen to the music, I felt the same way I felt when I listened to the music when you were with
Oh,
Ganache.
you heard the song.
It's all you, baby. It's all you.
Oh, shucks, no. At the end of the day, reality is this, baby. We come from. I'm born in a country which is so strange and stuff. When it comes to listen, if I like you, I like you, and I'm gonna tell you to your face, I like you, and if I don't like you, I'm gonna show you that I don't like you. You know,
Mm,
I
mm,
I think when it comes to I hope to believe that real Sicilians, because Sicilians like to claim they are different to Italy because they on that island
mhm.
in the Mediterranean. I would like to
Right.
listen, homie. I don't like you, and I'm going to tell you to your face that I don't like you. And if you're not going to accept the fact that I don't like you, I'm going to prove it to your face and to your heart and your stomach and your body that I don't like you. But it wasn't like that. They were like the
Mhm.
new Sicilians. They were like the new
Right.
Sicilians that could never tell me to my face, Molly Mar, I see all the woman you're getting. I see all the shine you're getting. I see all the popularity you're getting, but because you come from Africa, you're an African. Don't ever forget that. Even though, you know what I'm saying, you might look a bit different to the rest of the Cameroonians, the Nigerians, the Zimbabweans, South Africans, but you are from Africa. You are just that. So how can you come to Sicily and end up having the success and fame that you have over us? So there was a lot of hatred and animosity that I'm over. And for
Mhm.
them to actually put that on me, because it wasn't about putting that on me, because if I had that, that was because of them.
Right.
I That's of them. And they made that. And I wanted to share all that success, all that love, all that beautifulness, all that praise, because all that praise wasn't my praise, Diana. It was
Mhm.
my praise, darling. But I've moved on from.
Right.
I've carried whatever I had from that, vocally, spiritually, lovingly, into this project for which you have been introduced to Marlon Cherry, away from
Yeah.
Ganesh, away
Yes.
from this, which I actually love. I actually love
So
them cats.
listen, the title, They Saw Us Coming. What made you pick that title? They Saw Us Coming.
Darling, darling, do you really want me to explain that?
Yes.
I will do. I will do. And you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to use flagrant words because I know you on a public broadcast. But you know, sometimes, and I'm gonna include you and my African American brothers in the circle because we all are the same. Sometimes us Africans, we can't see each other, you know? We
Mhm.
can't. And on top of that, when we see each other coming up, we choose not to see each other. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So,
Interesting.
you know, and and I'm talking about they, because they is a big they is a big iconography of the whole
Mhm.
situation. They is be like they are people that are important, and and you know what it's like because you're from America and I'm born in Africa. I spent a third of my life in Africa, struggle, pain, hurt, all the rest of the stuff, and beat downs and all the rest of the stuff that a lot of African Americans have been through in their lives, and poor Americans, which are associated to us as well. Um,
Mhm.
uh, what you call it? We've seen that, and if someone sees that you a threat, and so your dance moves are looking better than his, and your vocal cords are hitting better than his, they're gonna try and block you out at every corner. So they saw us coming, and we are here.
All
We are
right. I love it. I knew it was something like that, Marlon, but I just wanted to hear you say
here,
it. I want to hear you.
darling. We are here. We are here. We've been through so much, and on top of that, not only with our own people, but with people from all over the world. And you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily from you. And now I'm dealing with I've left you with Ganesh, I'm now dealing with Americans as well. But they showed me
Mhm.
love. But on top of that, uh, here in Europe and there in Africa, and do you know what? On top of that, these people that wanted to try and put me down, they they don't only look like me, they've got my blood.
Right.
They have got my blood and they are black like me as well. You
Mhm.
know, they look like us. And
Right.
they try to put us, and they are involved in they have got SAMIs, they have got South African Music Awards. These people are big dogs. And they're going to
Mhm.
listen to this. They're going to listen because I know you're going to send me the transcripts. I know you're going to send me the MP3s. And I'm not ashamed to the fact that they were involved in big things in South Africa. Big. They, they entertained Beyonce. They entertain what you call this the Temptations. They were like, you know what I'm saying? Earth, Wind and Fire came to South Africa. They were like the main. They were like the entertainers. And I'm talking about big dudes. You know what I mean? So
Right.
and this is my family. People share my blood, but I got no hate for them. I don't hate them. I don't hate them because hate is a strong word, and it carries a lot
Yeah.
between those. Is it 5 letters of HATE? 4 letters. I got nothing. I'm over
No,
because
you didn't.
you know what, baby, baby. Let me tell you the truth. I'm international, and they make their music for the local market in South
Hmm.
Africa. Look, I'm talking to you, baby, and it's not only you. I'm talking to Diana. I've been talking to. I had an interview 2 weeks ago in Spanish. Do you know I
Uh-huh.
speak Spanish, darling? I speak Spanish now.
Wow.
Yo hablo español perfecto, porque mi otro lengua es inglés, pero ahora mi primero lengua es inglés. I speak English, but if you want me to speak Spanish, I can hit you. I speak Portuguese, I speak Italian, and I'm Anglophonic like you. But
Right.
God sent me on a journey. God,
Hmm.
and even my South African friends be like, Molly Moore, God sent you on a journey away from us here with our struggles and our strife, and He's put you on this mission. But I wish He can show you the mission that He has for you. And the mission is coming to fruition in this album and this music, the solo music which I'm involved in. And darling, I think how many tracks I sent you, darling? I sent you 4 tracks, didn't I?
Yes, you sent me four.
And
And if you don't mind, I would like to play one now, if that's okay with you.
yeah, baby, I'm with you. Soulful pop, soulful African pop music. Hit
All right. Yes, it's definitely soulful. This track is called "Living a Lie."
oh, baby,
So we're going to listen to this, and then
I'm
we're going
with
to come
you.
back and chop it up some more.
Thank you, sweetheart. I'm here.
I know a secret, but I don't think I can keep it to myself. Should I confide in someone else? If I just look at the cover, I don't know there's another, can't see the signs. But if you read between the lines, she got a hidden agenda. She's a using him, bleeding him dry while she's living in sin. A lady of leisure, she's on her back while he's at work. Her lover's in the sack. She living a lie, she living a lie, and I don't know why. And he just hasn't got a clue. She living a lie, she living a lie, and I don't know why. Now what am I supposed to do? Fake nails and serpentines because she can, and all the time she's with another man. I'm stuck in the middle. I got no room to break. What would you do? I just don't know whose side to choose. Is it really my business? Who that close my eyes when it all comes out? Act like I'm so surprised. Baby, take her aside, yeah, tell her to decide. Cause she's not the only one, she's hurting with her dirty lies. She living a lie, she living a lie, and I don't know why. And we just hasn't got a clue. She living a lie, she living a lie, and I don't know why. Now what am I supposed to do? She's playing with fire, she's out of control. She's fooling herself, that
All right now. Living a lie.
Pep, Jesus, Pep. Oh, God, darling. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Really? Are they really that bad? That bad people out there? I think at our age we realize that yes, there are people out there that will cheat,
Yes.
lie, and if you know that your best friend is cheating on your best friend, what you gonna do?
Yeah,
You
that is
confess it,
true.
darling. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That song was not written by me, Diana. Okay, it wasn't written by me, but I was connected to a former executive from Jive Records who ended up being laid off, and he came to work for Warner UK, and they had the song, and it came from a pool of songwriters. I think back in the day there was a pool of songwriters, and they gave that song to me, and I was like, yeah, let me do that, let me do that, let me do that, and it's a beautiful track.
It is. I love it. I like the beat. But the whole album is nice like
Keep
that. Even the slower
falling,
tracks are nice.
you're
But the
lying
ones
to my face. You're lying to my face. I'm
no, come on,
not
Marlon. This is Diana. You know I don't lie.
for British pop music. Oh my God.
Listen.
Yeah,
I told you my
lying
favorite
to my
track, didn't
face.
I?
Yeah, no, no, I'm with you. I'm with you, Queen. I'm with you. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, I, oh, listen. At the end of the day, my main appeal obviously is global and international and black and white and in between. But you know what I mean? Coming from Africa, coming from where we come from, to get acceptance from my own people, my own people. Because when I say Africa, I don't mean, you know what I mean? I mean us.
Mhm.
You feel me? I
Yeah,
mean
I
us.
do.
To get acceptance from us for this particular type of music that I have been thrust into. I didn't choose this, darling. I didn't wait. I wasn't born to do this. I wasn't like chosen. I was by default. By
Mhm.
default, I had to do this. And not only this, there's loads of stuff I've done with, you know what I'm saying, with many different people. But to get accreditation and get love from people like me and my own people, especially you, baby, I'm with you. And I'll be with you for until the day we die. Hit me.
All right. I'm hitting you. I don't know if you can feel it.
I'm there, darling. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for loving that song. You actually,
Listen, when Ron contacted me and said, I don't know if you remember Marlon Cherry, I was like, remember Marlon Cherry? Who could forget him?
you're one of African fool, African fool. Yeah,
Baby.
yeah, man. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I'm representing, baby, without a doubt, man. So glad.
Listen, you know what? Here's the thing. I actually forgot the actual name of the group. Okay. But I remembered you and I knew that they were Spanish.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, it's always the case, darling. They remember the front man, and this was the
Yes, that's
problem
true.
with them. This was the problem with them. I was the front man.
Hmm.
All the woman wanted me. And don't get involved in a male testosterone situation and be like, yo, hold on, dude. You know what I mean? Hey, hold on, dude. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look here. They wanted me, not you cats. And the mere fact, and the fact, and yo, listen, we sang with Sia, we sang with Groove Armada, we sang with Skin from Skankanansi, we sang with
Hmm.
International X all over the world.
Right.
And on top of that,
Hmm.
after all them shows, who were they flocking to? They were not flocking to the base.
Marlon Cherry.
Hey, darling. And to be honest with you, Diana, I didn't want it that way because I felt ashamed. I felt ashamed because why? These were my brothers. Enzo was my brother. Carmelo was
Hmm.
my brother. Pietro was my brother. Antonino was my brother. And you know what? My love for them was not matched in reciprocation to me because
Right.
I'm a stupid African. I'm a stupid, I'm a sentimental, stupid African because
Mm,
us Africans, we are so sentimental. We are sentimental. We are
mhm.
sentimental to the point that we will forget everything else and put sentimentality first. And it's a flaw. It's a flaw in our character. It's a flaw. It's a flaw. It's a chink. It's a bad chink. And I wish I can be hard, and I wish I can be cold, and I wish I can be callous. But if it's not in your nature,
Exactly. I was just about to say, if that's not the way God made you, you can't be that. You can't do that, no matter how hard. Like for me, I call myself being mad at people, and by the time I take a deep breath, I done forgot all about it because I can't do it.
it's not in your nature, darling. It's not in
No.
your makeup. It's not in your character. It's not in your DNA. I mean,
No, you know why? Because I believe what the Bible says. You don't have to fight any battle, okay?
mm,
No matter when somebody wrongs you, they're gonna get their just due, and you don't have to do a thing,
mm,
and they're not even gonna realize that it's because of what they did to you.
mm. Now speak the
You
truth.
understand what I'm saying? And that's been the story of my life. I'm not gonna say that it's all been peaches and cream. I've been around people who hated my guts.
Oh, God.
Didn't stop me from loving them. Didn't stop me from smiling when I see them. Didn't stop me from saying good morning, how you doing, how's your weekend. Didn't stop any of that. But
Mm,
they had it out for me. But I didn't have to worry about it because they always got their jest,
mm.
you know?
It's true.
So
It's true. And, as we go through life, we discover this. You know,
yes.
I'm not far behind you on discovering this in life. And
Mhm.
as we grow up in this age of life, we begin to discover certain things are not worth worrying about.
Yes.
They're not worth worrying about. And I've grown up to a situation where I don't give a damn, bro. You know, and I've suffered with this syndrome since the age of 6, darling. Because
Really.
yes, the same syndrome these Sicilians put on me. They put it on me, but they don't know I suffered that since age 6. I was the lead singer of a band since age 6 in Africa. My own people, my own South African people that look like me, sang like me, they were like, yo, Mars, yo, okay, you getting all the attention and you getting all the this and you getting all of that. And I did not know, I didn't understand that at that particular age, at age 6, to, you know, take it all in, use it and abuse it. No, I didn't. I didn't. And even with the Italians, I didn't so. I did not use that that front man star talent. And yes, don't get me wrong, I had girls when I was with the Italian boys. But the few girls I had and the little bit of attention I had, where everybody put the mic in my face, Marlon habla, speak Marlon, speak Marlon, speak. You know, was that a bad thing? Well, I didn't know. From looking back at it, maybe it was a bad thing to them because no one put the mic in their face. You know?
Hey, they put the mic where they wanted it to be. They knew what they was doing.
Uh, because he crazy African like that. Because he crazy African. He was like jumping off the stage and doing karate kicks into the audience. He was wild, man. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm on the solo project, darling, and I just want to bring like some Afro pop. You know that one. She's living a lie,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know why. Yo, hit me. How can you?
Uh-huh.
And on top of that, what I'm saying, she got like perfect nails and sunbed hands because she can. And all the time she's with another man. She's laying in bed with another man while a man's working. When Anthony, and I'm going to tell you now, darling, the man that wrote that song is a platinum selling producer. Do you know that?
Okay.
You know that, Diana?
Who is he?
He is a producer from Oxford, and he wrote a song for Miley Cyrus that went platinum twice.
Oh yeah.
Baby, I got you for real. I don't need to lie about that. You just
No, you don't.
is it RIAA? What's that you guys got in America? You Americans are crazy. Is it RI? No, you is. Is it RIAA? That like it's like twice platinum. You can see the music has been sold a million times over.
Yeah.
Is it RIAA? What is it, darling?
I believe so. Listen, I don't know the jargon. I'm not gonna
Yes,
front.
darling. I'm telling the truth. No, no.
Listen, I just know if I like it or not. That's all I know. That's my gauge.
Baby. No, no, no. I'm so happy to be speaking to you tonight because your voice is comforting. And I'm saying you make me feel relaxed, man. You make me feel so relaxed. And the accent that you have, I was in American Airlines and I was with the I'm not I want to say she African like me, but I'm gonna say she African American to make everything appropriate. And she was like, "Hey, sugar, are you okay?" I was like, "What? No woman has called me sugar." And she's like, she making me feel comfortable. I'm like, "Yeah, darling, I'm fine."
You know you do, Marlon, you do that too. You may not realize it, but you got a confident voice because you say darling. And with the accent, it's like, oh,
I think it's mutual feelings then. It's mutual feelings then, Diane, because at the end of the day, we are brother and sister in Anglophonic languages. And there might be things that might make you feel comfortable, but I'll tell you the truth, mate. You know what I'm saying? When that sister, like, she was like, "Oh, Marlon, do you need a pillow?" And she put a pillow on American Airlines, and American
mhm.
Airlines don't give you nothing. American Airlines don't give you peanuts. They give you a free fare. I was like, "Yo, can I get a fare?" I said, "Yeah, you gotta pay $250 for that." I'll be like, "Yo, really? Okay, cool." No worries, you know. But I tell you the truth, you know what I'm saying? The best time I felt so accommodated by my own African sister, and she hit me, "Yo, sugar, are you feeling good?" I'm like, "Oh, you calling me sugar?" No other woman in my entire life has called me sugar, and not sugar, not sugar, sugar. I'll be like, "Whoa, hey, yeah, I'm yours, baby. I'm yours. I know you might be a few
Oh,
years
you are
older, but
cracking
I'm
me up.
yours." Yeah. I was so Diane. I was so darling. I was so you Americans. Oh, you guys are crazy, but beautiful as well. But beautiful. I remain uh, uh, a stalwart of the belief that when it comes to English major international music worldwide. You guys are kings, mate. You guys are kings. You guys are kings. I ain't blow wind up Americans' arse or yours, but the reality is that Americans and your entertainment industry is number one globally. And I wish to be a part of that. And I am part of that talking to you,
I
baby.
was gonna say you are part of it.
Not from now, what I'm saying? Not from
Yes,
now, from a long while. You know what I'm saying? Our music is like there.
yes.
But how do we get the music to love us and appreciate us? Through our connections and our conduits like you, Diane.
Mm.
Thank you for speaking to me today and thank you for playing my music, you know what I'm saying? And you go, I have no words. I'm grateful, darling. I sincerely am grateful.
You talking like you're about to leave me or something. You about to leave me?
Darling, I ain't going nowhere. Baby, I'm here with you till the end. I ain't going nowhere. Right. Listen, at the
Okay,
end of
because
the day,
that's the
I ain't
pleasure of being a boss. We could go all night for real, but we're not gonna do that. But I'm just saying, I'm the boss, and what I say goes.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I've been in the company of many lady bosses. All I say is yes, darling. Yes, yes, yes. Darling, darling.
See, there you go with that yes, darling thing. Don't do that, Marlon.
Ah,
Don't do
let's,
that.
take the feminine rule away. The feminine way, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
That
know
is
what?
cool.
Speaking of the feminine way, some
Mm,
of your, well, the tracks that I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
seem to be geared towards the woman. Like this song you sent me, "Tell Him How You Feel."
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, that's geared toward the woman. The woman gotta let him know what she want, how she feel.
Hey, oh, she's speaking the truth. She's speaking the truth. This is how it is. This is how it is, baby.
This is how it is, baby.
How it is. This is how it is. Didn't the baby? We can cut it up afterwards. But the reality is, it's a dope tune, darling. It's a dope tune, and there's so much to say about it. But spin it, and we can chat about it after.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go ahead and do that now.
Hey girl, what you doing? Hiding your feelings again. All you really want from him is just some of his attention. I told you once, I tell you again. You won't know unless you're prepared to really open up to him. Stop running like you're scared. You didn't tell him everything, girl, right from the start. You must describe to him what you're feeling in your heart. One truth to yourself now, how can you deny? Urges you ever win, cause time will pass you by. Won't you go out to him, reel him in, capture him, stop him running. Let's talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. Won't you admit, you regret, you hate yourself like no one else. So talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. Take a chance and you won't regret it. Plan your words and you won't forget it. Tell it, baby, as it is. In return, you get affection. I know right now it's hard to believe. Trust me and you will succeed. You've no cause to be afraid. Got no chance of rejection. Every time I see you, dear, I teardrops in your eyes. What's the matter with you? What is with your love disguise? Frustration has already torn you all apart. It's time to do something, time at least to make that start. Won't you go out to him, reel him in, capture him, stop him running. Let's talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. Won't you admit, you regret, you hate yourself like no one else. So talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. Don't leave it up to him, girl. And don't waste your chance. Oh yeah. 'Cause if you just wait forever, you will regret it. You will regret it, baby. Capture him, stop him running. And talk to him, explain to him, tell him how you feel. You admit it, you regret it, you hate yourself like no one else. Talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. Talk to him, reel him in, capture him, stop him running. Let's talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. You admit it, you regret it, you hate yourself like no one else. Talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. Talk to him, reel him in, capture him, stop him running. Let's talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. You admit it, you regret it, you hate yourself like no one else. Talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel.
All right, all right. Ha ha. Oh,
Won't you admit it? You regret it. You hate yourself like no one else. Talk to him, explain to him, and tell him how you feel. Yo, man, that's hardcore. That's hardcore.
yes.
You know, I'll tell you the truth. That song was written by Anthony Westgate, the two times platinum selling producer for Miley Cyrus. He wrote that song for his sister because his sister came to him. It's not my song. I got
Wow.
I ain't getting paid off that. I'm just like and he gave me like, yeah, Marley Marl, do it. I was like, yeah, okay. And on top of that, before I done it, 2 weeks before I done it, every single day I sung it and I
Uh-huh.
cut it to the second. Won't you go after him, reel him in, capture him, stop him running, talk to him, explain to
I
him
love it.
how you feel. Because why? Anthony was sick of his sister coming and talking to him. Yo, this man is like doing my head in. I love him and all of that. He's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do a song for you. And he done the song, and I done it. I done it. I done it to my way. And I'm gonna tell you, Diana, darling, there's the original mix, which is just as good. But Anthony, this mix I sent you, he brought it up to reality, to modern day version. But there's some mixes that, what I mean, you might want to hear, but they might
Uh-huh.
be too late. You have a window of opportunity, as Eminem said. What's that song you done? You done like you got a window of opportunity to have a time of success. And it's a bit of a situation like that. And I Anthony is, I don't want to say he's my partner. He's my partner. He's my musical partner, and he has, out of the album of They Saw Us Coming, he has got majority share of that. Okay,
Hmm.
mainly because he is a writer, a producer, a songwriter, and um, on top of all of that, I have got the main single of the album, which he knows that I have got the main single of the album. And he's gonna hear this. He's gonna hear our conversation. He's gonna hear our conversation. But the mere fact that I have the main lead single out of the whole album does not necessarily mean that I have leverage over him.
Right.
The main thing is that I respect this English brother of mine, and he English. He my English brother. And he took me in his house, and he made me sleep in his house, and he served me breakfast in his house, and he served me coffee in his house, and we recorded all the music in his house, you know,
Mm.
as human beings, as brother, and do you know what, Diana?
What?
You're an artist as well because you're involved in music. In music, we don't see color. Am I right or wrong, darling?
You're right. You are so right. You are
Amen.
so right.
And it is a unique position that you, me, and many people involved in music have. We do not see the color of your skin. We do
Nope.
not. And
All
it's
we care about is does the music make us feel anything? If it makes us feel it's good, we gonna play it, we gonna buy it, we gonna love it. Of course, now, speaking of buying,
tell me, baby.
the music industry has changed so much now. There's no like physical music, no albums. I mean, there are, but most people get their music from streaming platforms. Let's just be honest, you know. So, how does that affect the independent artists?
Yeah, it sincerely does, though, darling. Although I did see my royalty count the other day,
Hmm.
my royalty account, and I was like, yo, okay, let me check royalty accounts and stuff. And yes, I'm getting royalties, but darling, I'm gonna tell you now, it's not worth quitting my day job. Back,
Right.
no, because
Yeah, that's what I figured.
no, no, darling, I'll tell you the truth. The truth is this. The truth is this. When you are getting 0.00000.12 pennies per spin,
Hmm.
you need to be like 50 cents to make money off of there. And you need to
Right.
be like these Latino artists because, listen, I need to tell you the truth as well. I love Latino music because Latino music come from Africa because at the end
Yes.
of the day, the Spaniards are number one slave traders, just like the English. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Number one slave traders, and it took
Hmm.
all of our people there to Africa and there to Latin America, and they brought the bongo drums and they brought the bass beat to Latin America. And that
Yes.
started the revolution of Latin music. Right now, till this day, Puerto Rican music, what do you hear? Listen to Puerto Rican music. And
That's
what
true.
first thing you hear is the bongo drums.
Mm-hmm.
And this is us. The the bass, the drums, the rhythm, the flow. It is us. It comes from where we, me, you, and us, African Americans, Afro Latinos. This is where we come from. You know. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when it comes to, what I'm saying, how do we spread the love when it comes to the financial benefits of everybody? Darling, it is so complicated because I've seen these Latino like Bad Bunny got like 150 billion streams. Now, okay, listen, that 0.00000.15 on me mean nothing. But on that cat, you know what I'm saying? And all of them, Don Omar, you know Don Omar, darling, from
Mm-hmm.
Rico, Don Omar, and all the rest of these, you know what I'm saying? I prefer to listen to anything that's Afrocentric. If it's Afro,
Right.
there. If it's Afrocentric, I'm there. If it's Eurocentric, keep it there. I'm not racist, I can't be because I'm a musician. I go back to what I say. But if it's Afrocentric, primarily first, I will listen to you. I listen to my gate, and then on top of that, if you can sprinkle a bit of that Eurocentric groove on us, because
Mm-hmm.
music is that. Music is that. It's not just one color, you know.
Right.
Um, so when I look at music globally, the number one selling music right now in the world is Latin music.
Mm-hmm.
How, but Latin, this Bad Bunny and this J Balvin and all these cats, which I actually like and understand, they come from us.
Right.
Us. They come from Africa. They come from Africa. You know. But and on top of that, I think to myself, how and where can we? Uh, because right now they were saying since January this year till now, there's not been one black top hip hop R&B album in the top 10 in the Billboard. No, hip hop album. Sorry, there's been not one top hip hop album since till me and you talking today in the top 10. So
Mm-hmm.
there has been since January 2023. Let me fill you in with the steps. Since January 2023 till you and I talking today, there's been not one hip hop album in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in your pipe, baby, and smoke it. And what do you think about that? What do you think about that? That's disgusting. That's absolutely. And you know what? I've been listening to a cat from New York, Troy Ave. Do you know about Troy Ave?
No, actually, I don't.
I think it's a regional thing with you guys. You guys have got such a big country, but I'm more,
Yeah.
I'm very New York focused with with the music and that. But
Right.
I'm not gonna bring him into the conversation. But the reality is, when it comes to hip hop music, since January, darling, I don't know, considering I grew up with LL Cool J, I grew up
Right.
and all the rest of them big dogs, you know what I'm saying? Grandmaster Flash, probably like you as well. The
Yeah.
life. And
Master P. All of them.
yeah, baby. And
Yeah.
on top of that, we grew up with like, the Temptations. Our mothers and fathers, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
All this,
Mm-hmm.
and they were singing music. They were singing music, and then LL Cool J came like, do 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 do. I need love. I'll be like, yo, hold on. Hey, hey, hold on, bro. You are talking, and you have got a backing track which is musical, and you are,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what? You're talking as gangster.
Yes.
How can you do that? And you know what? My father hates me for playing that music, man. My
Really?
yeah, he hates me because he liked the Temptations and he liked Maze.
Yeah, but you can't be one dimensional. You got to listen to all types of music. And you know what?
Ah,
Speaking of
but
no hip hop in the top 10, I can kind of understand that. I'm not trying to be funny. I can kind of understand that because the music, hip hop music, is not the same as it was.
there she go, there she go, there she go, there she go. Telling the truth,
Yeah.
telling the
Uh,
truth, telling
It's
the
not the same. The artists that we mentioned, they
truth.
played real music. LL Cool J, um, what was the other? It was some big boys. I think that was their name actually. Fat Boys or
Yeah,
Big Boys or something. And
yeah,
the
yeah,
music that
yeah.
they played and they did the rap over, it was conscious rap, like conscious reggae. You understand what I'm saying? So if you felt it on multiple levels,
Yeah,
you felt it on the musical level, you felt it on the lyrical level, the
yeah,
combination, the dance, it was just different.
yeah. It was, it was. I agree with you there. I agree with you there. You know, we grew up in a different, we grew up in a different era. We grew up
Hmm.
in an era by where, you know, that era is once and never to be repeated. I'll tell you,
Right.
first time I heard the first time I heard hip hop was with LL Cool J, and
Hmm.
even before that, I heard reggae music with Bob Marley, and I thought, yo, Bob Marley looks like us. His videos are shot on the beach like us,
Hmm.
and on top of that, when I'm listening to this music, I'm smelling something in the air that smells very intoxicating, but it smells very nice.
Hmm.
Very nice, you know. I thought I was there in Jamaica. I thought I was. And not only me and my homeboys, you know. I think musically, phonically, and spiritually, it'll never be the same, Diana.
Hmm.
Be the same. It'll never. And don't get me wrong, we went through a bad era with the likes of Biggie and Tupac, you know,
Yes.
which was to me, it was nice, but to see them cats go, it was not nice. You know, it's not nice.
Mhm.
You know, and then to come out of there, and where are we now, though? Where are we now?
Exactly, exactly. Where are we now?
Where,
That's the question. And that speaks to why there hasn't been any in the top 10. They haven't been
mm,
worthy. I have to say it. They just
it
haven't been
failed.
worthy. Now I love hip hop. I love hip hop because it's a mixture of the music and the rap. And I love that. But and it's like poetry to music, and I like that too. But
Amen.
we don't, it's not the same. Everybody sounds the same right now. You could put any seriously, you could put any female hip hop artist on the radio and you with it without saying who they are, it could be anybody you name.
You know, I don't want to be sounding, you know, what I'm saying like we departed from the reality of rap, but the reality of rap is spoken word behind the backing track.
Yes.
That is rap. You know, that is rap. And you know, I'm not from America. I'm not from America. I'm African. Okay, I'm African. But you guys come from us. You know, but you
Mhm.
guys have done better than us. Okay, because because many situations, and you guys are pioneers in more ways than one. In the fact that there was a beat, and did it start in New York, darling? It started in New York. Am I right or wrong?
Mhm. You're right.
And they're very prejudiced against the fact. Yo, hold on, homie. This started in New York, and this is us. No, hold on. No, no, I seen it. I seen it. I seen it my own eyes. I be like, hold on, me, please, man. You know what I'm saying? Fair enough. It started in New York, but we are the same. The color of our skin is the same. The, the feel of our spirits is the same. And if that beat hit me, I can make a better beat on top of that. And on top of that, put my words to that. You know?
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
that's what hip hop is about. And it's not even about hip hop though. When you think of the Manhattans, when you think of the Commodores, when you think of where it all came from, when you think of Miles Davis,
Yes.
Miles Davis, people need to look back, put some respect on his black music's name. Respect. Honestly, darling, honestly. And on top of that, they don't even come from Miles Davis because Miles Davis and his family and us, we brought that with the bongo drum. We brought that with rhythm. What is the number one instrument in any band? It's the drums and the bass. That's
Yes, the drums and the bass, baby.
Amen. Amen. It's us. It is us. So, and I read Miles Davis. Miles Davis spoke to me to my face, Diana. Miles Davis, he told me, fool, back down. You ain't shit. He told me to my face. Miles Davis told me to my face, and I didn't even know nothing about him. I heard about him, but then
Mhm.
I was in the charity shop and then I was like, yo, okay, I heard about this cat. I know he had done his autobiography. I picked up his autobiography. Darling, I was gripped. I was riveted. That man spoke to me and he was like, Molly Mar, sit the F down, you ain't shit. He told me to my face, Diane. He told
Oh,
Davies, Miles Davies told me to my face. And not only in words, spiritually.
mhm.
Spiritually. Miles Davis told me to my face, Marley Marl, you ain't shit. Wait until you listen. Wait until you listen to what I've been through. My God,
Mhm.
my God. Coming from St. Louis, and he come from he come from a affluent family, and he's half he got red Indian blood in him, and besides, all you Americans are mixed up as well. You know what I'm saying? Whether they look as white as the driven snow, whether they look as black as midnight, you Americans are the ultimate mixed race people on earth. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. I'm
Ah,
right. You Yankees are the ultimate. You Americans are the ultimate mixed race people on earth. And on top of that, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, I got this family." And you saw how Miles Davis looked. Miles Davis was the ultimate. He was the ultimate cat. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that,
mhm,
he came from like American Indian and you know what I'm saying, African, and he came from St.
mhm,
Louis, Missouri. And his dad was a dentist. His mom was a teacher and he ended up meeting up with Charlie Parker there in St. Louis, and they started a
mhm.
black music revelation. Come on, come on, Diana. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yes.
If we don't give the likes of Charlie Parker, and he didn't, and Charlie Parker, what you call this, Miles Davis, what's the other guy that was there with the big cheeks that sang a lot? He done a big lot. Not Duke Ellington. Miles Davis. Charlie Parker. Hey, there was a lot of cats back then in New
Mhm.
York
That
that
era,
started.
yeah.
Yeah, that started this black music revelation. Bebop. They started bebop.
Mhm.
They started bebop. They started bebop. You know, and for Miles Davis to progress and take it to a point by where it ended up being hip hop, darling, you know, our history is deep. Our history is deep, you know. And he,
Yes, it is deep.
in his autobiography, Miles Davis even quoted Hugh Masekela. You know about Hugh Masekela? Hugh Masekela is from South Africa. And
Yes.
he, yeah, he picked up the trumpet and South African jazz. South African jazz, our history is intrinsic mainly because of the fact that we come from one continent, the continent
Yes.
that is the heart of the world. when
The
you
heart of the world, yes.
amen,
And
baby.
we all spawned out from Africa to all the
Black, white,
furthest reaches
Hispanic,
of
no
the
company.
earth, and we recognize our music no matter what nationality plays it.
No, no, true,
We recognize it.
true, darling, true. You know, at the end of the day, the reality is this: when you look at the world, which other continent looks like the heart of the world? Tell me, apart from Africa. It's an actual
Mhm.
freaking heart. It's an actual heart. It's an actual heart. But it's the most chastised. It's the most discriminated against. It's the most hated. It's the most played against heart. And on top of that, even for us, and I'm saying this with a tear in my eye, saying this with a tear in my eye, to us Africans that have been liberated and have left the continent and are living good lives in the West, whether it be Great Britain or United States of America. You know, it it is the ultimate, even though our own people that look like us discriminates against us, it will forever be, because I'm African at heart, it
Mhm.
will forever be the heart of the world. It'll forever be the heart of the world. And I know that deep down in your hearts of hearts, in your hearts of hearts of hearts of hearts, you know that, baby. And every African, wherever they are in Australia, and we in Australia, we in Russia, we in Bulgaria, we in Romania, we are everywhere.
Everywhere.
They know,
Greenland, Finland, everywhere.
hey,
Germany, everywhere. Everywhere.
oh,
I've
it's
had
in your
artists on the show from everywhere.
song. You
Okay.
sing the song. It is us, baby. We are this. We are this. And I'm a proud African, you know. Well, at the moment, I'm a proud African, but I travel so much that, you know, my quintessential background is African, but I'm all over the place because I'm frisky like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you frisky.
Jeez. I want to be fresh, you know what I'm saying? We fresh like that. We fresh like that. I don't
Yes,
talk
yes.
that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, baby. You know what I mean? Without a doubt, man. We as Africans, you know, I know you're African American, but I'm African African. You know, I can't put no African on top of the African.
I
We
know, right?
do better. We need to do better, man. You know, we need to do better. But how do we do better with the minimal resources that we have, darling? You
You
know,
know what? Listen, we've always had limited. We've always been limited. Even when they brought us over here, we was extremely severely limited, and still we rise. Still we shine. Okay? So it ain't even it's not even something we need to think about cuz we are God's chosen people. Okay? There's nothing to think about. What we need, we're going to have.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, for sure, man, for sure. You know, when when I think of the resilience, because darling, I need to explain to you, um, you are not the only, and I'm gonna call you an African because you are so, but you are African American. But to me, you will forever be an African, okay? Because I'm African, and I come from
That's
where you
right. And we all come from Africa.
hit
We
me.
all do, no
That's
matter where we live, no matter how many generations we've lived on the foreign soil, we are all still African. You
and
know,
it
and
complicates it to the fact it get complicated to the fact that us Africans ended up going to Northern Europe, but where we didn't
mhm,
have sunshine on our skin, and we ended up white with blue eyes. It's
yep,
true. It's true
yes.
because life starts
Mhm.
in Africa. Life starts in Africa, and then we decided to go. We're gonna go north, and then we went north. We were in Northern Europe, and we ended up with no sun and no skin. You know, it's complicated. Excuse me. But the reality is, when it comes to the diaspora of us, melanin influenced, melanin touched, melanin blessed African. Yo, man, I tell you, I went to South America and I met those people, and they were playing music from Zaire. I'll be like, yo, homie,
Mhm.
hold on, homie, you speak Spanish, but you listening to French African music. It said, you told me, bro, this is my music. This is my
Mhm.
music. This is the music of my people. And I thought to myself, I wonder if us English Africans will ever do that. Oh, because
Yeah.
you're an African like me, and you know what I mean. And we also have our prejudices and racist uh, beliefs between us. You know, oh,
Mhm.
he's he's a francophone African. I'm Anglo African, so now it's different to me. I don't have nothing to do with him. You know what I
Really.
mean?
I know.
We,
Right.
we have that. You know, we have that. And you know what, darling? I'll tell you this now. That that prejudice is not only amongst us black Africans, it is amongst the Europeans as well.
Yeah,
They
of course.
uh, they hate each other. Do you know how much the English don't like the French? They call the
I
French
know,
frog.
it's sad, it's really sad, but that's just it's the nature of man. It's the nature of man, period, to just think that his is the best. Mine is the best, you know? And we're all the thing is that we're all the same. Take away the 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 outer color of the skin and take away the accents and take away the whatever. We are
Big,
skin and bones
big,
and tissue and
big word,
blood. That's what we are.
big
It's a
word.
meat. We are meat sacks. That's what we are. No matter
Amen.
what the color, it doesn't matter. We live and die the same.
Amen. We,
So,
we shall so. We shall so, you know. And I'll tell you the truth, just because I went to France and I was eating frog legs, I came back, they were calling me a frog. They were calling me a frog, darling. I was like, okay, listen, yeah, okay. I went to France and I saw the frog on my plate and it
hmm,
looked like a frog, but the frog looked like it was spread out, you know? And
uh-huh,
darling, uh, you know, I was in France, you know what I mean? So I'm in France, okay?
right.
So I was like, okay, look here, this is what people in France do. So yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm African. We eat everything, you know. So I was like,
Hmm.
okay, let me try this frog. You know what I'm saying? I saw the frog on the table. Darling, the frog tastes nice. There's nothing wrong with. I'm
I
sorry.
knew you were gonna say that because they do.
I'm
I've
sorry.
had them before. It's not something that I go looking for, but I have tasted frog before, and it tastes just like chicken. People say that, oh, it can't
Oh,
taste
there
like
you
chicken, but
go.
it tastes
There you
like
go.
chicken.
I'm not being racist. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank you for redeeming me, Diana. I'm not being racist, you know? Because, yeah, in the UK, they don't eat frog, darling. They don't eat. If you eat frog, nah. If you eat frog, you're being chastised. You're being ostracized. You're just like you're gonna sleep in the back room toilet. But
Mm.
me myself, I was like, yo, okay, look here. I'm gonna eat the frog and I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna report. But when I got back, I couldn't report to my family. They said, so how was France? I was like, yeah, it's okay. I couldn't tell them that I ate frog. And I
Ah, that's
ate that.
funny.
I ate but then, yeah, they'll be like, what, you ate snails? You disgusting animal. You ate snails. I was like, I was in France, you know. So when you're in Rome, you have
You
to
do
do it.
as the Romans do. Yes, that's true.
In my
So true.
opinion, you do it at the time, darling. I need to tell you this now. I was in Sicily, and they put in front of my face a horse burger.
Mm.
You know what a horse burger is, darling?
A burger made out of horse meat.
An actual burger made out of a horse thigh. Uh,
Mm.
okay, listen here, bro.
How
Listen.
did it taste?
It was dry. It tastes similar to beef, but it was dry. But listen, baby. In Africa, we eat everything. We're not like the Chinese. The
Mhm.
Chinese eat everything. If it moves in China, they eat it. But in Africa,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? We have our, our eats that we like and eats we don't like. We don't eat everything. But to eat a horse in Italy, I'm gonna tell you, darling, it wasn't the best of things, but they were proud of the fact that they ate horse, And I'm not
Mhm.
going to discredit them for that because these are even though they pushed me out of the band, even though I didn't want to be put, and I begged them to stay, I begged them, dudes, we got something special. My English input into your music ability can make us be successful, and we can do good. We can do something great. I didn't put that against them. But the mere fact that I was like eating like horse and stuff, I was like, no, bro, how the hell? And you guys got me eating, and it was dry, darling. Darling, have you ever eaten horse before?
No,
Darling, don't eat.
I can honestly say I've never eaten that.
Darling, no, don't, darling, don't. No, no, darling. It's very dry. It's very dry. And to be honest with you, darling, it don't bring no benefits into your life.
Mhm.
Oh, it does not bring. It does not. And I was like, and they were looking at me. They were laughing at me because I was eating it with the full face. I,
Uh-huh.
and on top of that, I think my granny told me like the only animal you need to eat in the Bible. My granny came from me from because she's hardcore. So the only animal that you must eat from the Bible is an animal with a split hoof. I'm like, really, granny? Okay then. Well, a horse ain't got a split hoof. A horse ain't got a split hoof, so why are we eating an animal which is a donkey, a donkey's cousin, you know,
Mhm.
and it ain't got a split hoof? Because in the Bible it says you must only eat an animal with a split hoof. Oh my God. So for me, it was quintessentially in my heart, in my morality. But I've done it. I've done it, Diana, and I'm not searching for it. I'm
Right.
searching for horse meat. Don't ever, darling. Them Sicilians look, hey, you know what I'm saying? They're crazy like that. And I love them too. I'm talking to you in an interview. I will never put them down because I've got a couple of Sicilian children I don't know about because I'm
Uh-huh.
friendly. I'm friendly. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah, at the end of the day, the reality is this: I'll never put down Italy because they passed it out, even though they claim they're different. But I'll never put Sicily down. I'll never put my own family, and they're my family, man. And on top of that, if they call me to say Molly Mo, double up, come do a show, come be with us. I would, I would think not once but twice because there's some
Mhm.
dudes there. There's some bad dudes in Sicily, but I will.
Right.
If I come there, am I protected? Am I Gucci? Yeah, I'll be like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
so it's not bad thing. At the end of the day, life is life, Diana. Life is life. We gotta be blessed. We gotta be blessed, especially since in the fact we are alive and I'm
Yes.
true, and we are in the conversation and we are having a good time. Man, stop it, man. You pulling some secrets out of me. You're bad. You are. You're bad.
Hey, that's what I do. No, seriously, seriously. So this song, you're telling me that the your friend wrote all of these songs on the entire album.
Darling, you didn't write "You Are the Best." I wrote "You Are the Best" and "You Are the Best."
Okay, that's what I was getting at. All right, just want to make sure. So, okay,
Happened.
so I want to play this song "Sexy,"
All
right?
right, darling. Okay.
So is
Yeah.
this dedicated to your girlfriend?
Well, she's listening right now. I might as well dedicate it to her. You know what I'm saying? And she a tough African chick just like you. You know what I'm saying? So listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, she knows she was my lover before I wrote the song. Okay? She
Okay.
Afro-Mauritian because I'm Afro-Mauritian as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We come from the island of Mauritius. We are Afro-Mauritian slaves of France, and they speak French, dude. They speak
Mhm.
French. I'll be like, when I was born, they'd be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Who is this chap? But on top of that, he's like me. He's like me. And yes, I'll dedicate it to her. You put it on me. You put it on me, don't all around. I'll
You'll be
dedicate
happy. You'll be happy.
it.
Okay.
Thank you,
So we're
man.
gonna
Thank
we're gonna
you. It's
play.
all on you. It's all on you. It's all on you. Go on, darling. Go on, Diana. It's all on you.
We're gonna play this song now, and we'll come
Kill it,
back and chop it up some more. Here is "Sexy."
baby. Kill it, baby. Kill it. Kill it.
Girl, tell me, do you know just what you do to me every time you are around? And uncontrollable, as you get with you, babe, you make my heart start to pound. A little bump and grind, and a bottle of wine. Oh, I can make you feel just fine. Don't try to resist. Let me be your weakness. Wanna feel turn the key. So sexy. Won't you jump on top? So sexy. Don't you ever stop. So sexy. Oh, your skin so soft. So sexy. Let your clothes come on. So sexy. Won't you jump on top? Don't you ever stop. Ooh, your skin so soft. Let your clothes come off. Your dirty whispers get me breaking out in sweat. So short of breath I can breathe. The way you flick your hair and pout your lips at me is something hard to believe. I wanna take you home. I'm gonna unplug the phone. It's all about you and me. I can take any more. You've gotta know for sure. Are you for real or teasing me? So sexy. Won't you jump on time? Don't you ever stop. Know your skin so soft. And let your clothes come on. Won't you jump on top? Don't you ever stop. Ooh, your skin so soft. Let your clothes come on. Won't you jump on top? Don't you ever stop. Know your skin so soft. And let your clothes come on. Won't you jump on top? Don't you ever stop. Ooh, your skin so soft. Let your clothes come on.
All right, "Sexy."
No, stop, stop, stop. Hey, Diane. uh,
Yeah.
hold on. Back up a bit. I went to Colombia, darling. Okay.
Mhm.
a Spanish-speaking country. Okay, and I played that song on the beach because Colombia. I everybody. Well, I don't need. Well, okay. Let me tell you about Colombia. Colombia is a beautiful country that has got bad reputation globally, but they have got a Caribbean coastline, um, which the Spaniards have brought our people there, and it sometimes looked like Africans to me. So sometimes I'll be like, "Yo, I'm in Africa," but um, I went to a town called Santa Marta, Santa
Mhm.
Marta Magdalena, Santa Marta Magdalena in English. Pero en español, porque yo habla español, Santa Marta Magdalena. They call this town Santa Marta Magdalena. And I played that song for the youth on the Caribbean coastline, the Spanish Caribbean coastline, where the water is as warm as your bath water on the beach.
Mm.
Okay? These cats went crazy. They went crazy when they heard this song. They be like, sexy. I'll be like, okay.
Uh-huh. It has that
You only,
pull.
only had one song. They only had one word, darling. They only had one word. Sexy. Won't you get on top? I'll be like, sexy. And they were like, my name was, mi nombre es Marlon. My name is Marlon. En español, mi nombre es Marlon. Marlon. They stopped calling me Marlon. They were calling me sexy. I'll be like, oh, sexy, oh, sexy, oh, sexy, what's up? Yeah,
That
Colombia.
is funny.
And then from that point, honestly, darling, I realized actually we might have a hit in Latin America.
Sounds like you do.
Now we've got something. We need traction. We need traction. We need a bit more. And the funny thing is, we've got and on top of that, you've touched felt as a person involved in the industry, as a person that's involved in music. You felt a couple of these grooves that I've sent you.
Mhm.
Eventually, you felt them. But even before you felt them, there is a bit of a story behind about what you felt compared to what you played today. But I will tell you a story. I told you the story about South America, and that is why in Latin America, that particular song, it needs to go, it does need to go further. But
Mhm.
about meeting the right people, and as far as I've seen and discovered, it's all about a dollar amount. It's all about a how
Mhm.
if there's nobody's gonna do you a favor for no reason. This is the most sickest thing about this industry. Um,
Unfortunately.
you might end up having a breakup groove by where somebody might see something that can make something happen, but that person's always gonna put a dollar amount behind it, and
Mhm.
that. You gotta pay that. You gotta pay that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay that. And since the last time I spoke to you, we are signed and we are connected to a major label in the United States of America, the same
Mhm.
label Budden, the same label that Kendrick Lamar, the same label that Young Dolph, the same
Oh,
label.
yeah?
Yeah, 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 baby. We connect.
Cool, cool.
We are distributed globally by Empire Distribution in Silicon Valley. Empire Distribution
Mhm.
is globally. The same label that, what I'm saying, what you call it, Joey Badass, all the independent artists.
Mhm.
I am on that distribution label. I am officially on it, but the mere fact that I'm on there does not necessarily mean that I have first choice and first preference, mainly
Mhm.
because mainly because I'm pop. Well, I'm not gonna say pop, I'm gonna say Afro pop, you know. In fact, it's not
Right.
Afro British pop because I'm African, I live in Britain, and the music I sing is pop. Um, I'm not in the forefront. I'm not in the forefront, you know. And you Google me on Empire. I am on Empire Distribution globally. 60
Hmm.
60 is on Empire Distribution via Bay Area Block Report in Las Vegas, our label. Okay. You are the best, which I hopefully did. Which one did I send you? I hope I sent you the
Oh,
best.
you sent that. That's my favorite one. That's why it's gonna be last. Cause I might have to play it twice.
No, 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 hold on, hold on, hold on. That is a spiritual. That is a spiritual because you know why?
Why?
My man. He black like us, okay? He black like us. And he was
Uh-huh.
like, Mom, really? Is there any? He begged me for 10 years. He begged me for 10 years. He begged me. He'd be like, Mom, is that you? I'd be like, yeah, that me. I'm like, yo, homie, you know what I'm saying? The contract you sent over has got 34 pages. F out of it.
Mm,
The contract is 34 pages. So
mm,
what was said on page 33 has been altered in page 37. So hold on, my man. I ain't signing that. I ain't signing that. Bring it down. He brought it down to 20 pages. I'm like, no, I ain't signing that. He brought it down to 10 pages. I ain't signing that. It took him 10 years, Diana. It took him
mm.
10 years. And do you know what?
But
Was that the song I sent you via Gmail?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Is that the track I sent you via Gmail? The You Are the Best version? The version via Gmail. I sent
No, no, you sent it. Oh, you know what? You may have sent it through Music Submit.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
no.
I think that's where I first heard it.
I
Yeah.
think I think I've sent you the African spiritual. I think I sent you the version, the African spiritual that got this man. He was our brother. And on top of that, I go back. I think of us, and I think of how we have abused each other, and how we have used each other, and that abuse and using of each other is not a situation of a current state. It is a state that dates back 400, 500 years. You understand me, baby? You
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
this is a state. This is a state. And on top of that, we don't know going back then what they were put, what was put on their shoulders to do that towards each other. But that story has continued. Even Heavy D done that to so for real. Heavy D done that to so for real. You know, Heavy D done the same stuff. You know, and it continues. It continues. But on top of that, this man from Las Vegas, San Francisco, he heard that track and he was like, please sign, please sign, please sign. I was like, yo, hold on. This is not my song. You Are the Best is not my song. I wrote the song, darling. I wrote the lead single from the song. And even Anthony Westgate, the man I told you that's a platinum selling producer, he will be like, Molly Ma, this is the
Hmm.
lead single. This is the lead single, and I don't give a shit about all these songs that I wrote. I know I'm platinum selling. I don't give a shit about all these songs I wrote that came before this song, but this song and its intonation and its remixes, and there's about 3 or 4 remixes that you don't know about, darling. You don't know about that. You don't know
Oh
about.
well, you know what? You gonna have to wait. Hold up. You
Oh,
gonna have to send me those versions,
baby,
okay? Because this is a remix version that I have here that I'm about to play. Not
oh,
about to play, but I'm going to play before we part.
oh, okay.
Um,
Well, then do it then right now. Then you know what I'm saying. I wish I sent you the
you
right.
want to play it right now? Okay, we can play it now, and then I'll play it again when we say goodbye.
Okay, okay, then go and then do it right then. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do.
All right. No, let's go ahead and do. We can do it now, and then chop it up a little bit more and play it again. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I love to talk. I'm talking for you, whether it be music or anything else. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to rely on music to continue this conversation because
I I know you don't. We've been doing a good job. Do you realize it's almost 8 o'clock?
Charlie,
Okay. So we know you don't need music. I love
I
it
don't
though.
know. Yeah, I don't know.
You
Yo, it's
you
one
are
o'clock.
such a great guest. I love guests
Uh,
that I can have conversation with, and it just feels like the time is flying by. We've been on here for almost 2 hours, and it seemed like we just started. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and play "You Are the Best," and we'll be right back.
Yeah, bring it up, son. Bring it right on up. Yeah, you are the best, girl. You are the best. I've searched and I've searched, and I found nothing. You are the best. All my life I've been waiting for someone like you, just like you, yeah. To step right in and take away all of his blues with that look and the moves, yeah. And now that you're here, I'm over the moon. Now that you're here, don't begin so soon. I'm feeling your vibe and I like what I see. Come a little bit closer, saddle up to me. You are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so good. You are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so right. I always knew the feelings I had deep within my heart were there for you. You complete my life, make me feel brand new. A deep breath of fresh air, you get me in the mood. I wanna be a lover man, the guy who's there to lend a hand. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, I'm gonna be there for you. You are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so good. You are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so right. You are the best I've ever seen. I want you in my life. You are the best I've ever seen. I got you in my sight. I've been all around the world, searching from day to day. Nothing but a sexy girl is all that I needed to stay. All that I needed to stay was nothing but a sexy girl. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, yeah. Oh, you are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so good. You are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so right. You are the best I've ever seen. I want you in my life. You are the best I've ever seen. I got you in my sights. You are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so good. You are the best I've ever seen. You know it feels so right. You are the best I've ever seen. I want you in my life. You are the best I've ever seen. I got you in my sight. You are the best I've ever seen.
All right. Woo!
hit me,
I love that song.
hit me, hit me, hit me, baby. I just be like, this particular song is just so crazy because it's the song that, I never ever thought I would touch another person like me, a black person like me from anywhere in the world. And then I go and touch a black American, not you, a black American.
You
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. And he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This is us. This is us. This is us. And the reality is this: we are the best. We are the best. We are the best. I've been all around the world, searching from day to day, nothing but it's not about a girl. It's not about a girl. It's about it's about us as me as an African, and I know you as an African American, but also all our people that feel this crack to say that we are the best, baby. We are the best because why? We built America. We built South America.
Hmm.
From the sweat of our brow, from the sweat of our brow, we have built these two continents. And on top of that, we built South Africa too. We built South Africa. Yes, there's issues. Yes, there's issues. Okay, America and South Africa is different. But in our country, in my country of birth and in my country of origin, there's issues. But on on the big scale of things, we are the best, baby. We are the best. You know what I'm saying? I've been all around the world, searching from day to day.
Mm.
Nothing but a special girl is all that I need to say. You know what I'm saying? And
All right,
for me,
right
I
now.
wrote that song. Diana, I wrote that song. My man, he'd be like, my man Anthony, platinum selling, songwriter. He wrote songs for Walt Disney Records. His song is that the song that went platinum for him is with Miley Cyrus. You know, Hollywood Records in Beverly Hills. I don't know where they are, but I just know whenever I search Anthony's name, these people are associated to him.
Mhm.
Um, Hollywood Records in Beverly Hills, Walt Disney Records, and in London. Because the funny thing is, when a big record comes out, it's not only one entity that eats off there. There's a
Mhm.
million other cats. There's a million other cats. And you know what, darling? And you know this as well. The artists only eat like 0.5%.
I know. I know. I think that's why independent artists are so dear to my heart because I want to do everything I can to get them out, to get, to let people hear. Because,
Uh,
there's so
uh,
many, many,
uh,
many talented independent artists in the world. So many.
your heart's in a good place. You know what? You know what? You know what? Rod sent me the video of you, talking about, you getting back involved in the conversations game. I was like, yo, I don't even need to see Diana. The minutes I hear her voice, I'm sold, baby. I'm
So
sold. I'm
funny. You're so funny.
sold. You know what I'm saying? I'm sold. I'm sold. And then on top of that, to see your beautiful face and be like, yeah, this my queen. I know this flavor. This my flavor. You know what I'm saying? I know
Right. All right. Hey.
uh, this my flavor. Not my flavor from now. My flavor from flipping 2018. Really, baby?
Mhm.
We've been rocking since 2018. They're crazy. I was thinking, in between the songs and stuff, I was thinking, really, we have been rocking since 2018. We
Yeah.
were not
Actually, I think it was probably before then.
one.
It was between 2016 and 2018
Uh,
because I know that I
uh,
stopped broadcasting in 2018.
yeah,
Okay.
no,
So,
darling. It was. And it's special, though. It's special, because why? There's not many other people that will be rocking with us at this particular moment, especially something where we come from. And
mhm.
I was telling my Afro Mauritian flavor tonight. I'm talking to Diana, and she's like, yo, what I'm saying, what Diana fancy you and stuff. Diana likes you, you and Diana are boyfriend. I say, hold on.
Oh, stop it. We're just friends and we both love music. That's
Yeah,
it.
we are involved in a professional relationship, darling. So listen, just let's stop this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? No matter, it doesn't matter where you guys are complicated. Women are complicated, man. I'm tired of you guys. I'm gonna be gay. I'm gonna be
Oh,
gay. I'm gonna
stop
be gay.
it. No, you
Guys,
won't. No, you
okay.
won't.
And it's because you guys are.
Although you
No,
wait, hold up. Although you are sexy
no,
enough to be gay.
that starts. And even, okay. You we got strong views on, that. But that's Sean, darling, that's Sean. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know
It's
what I'm
all in
saying?
fun. It's all in fun.
No, but thank you, darling. Thank you for playing that beautiful song. That song is my song, baby.
Okay.
That's my song. That is my,
I'm
and
right
I heard
there
you
with you.
very
That's my
well.
favorite. I think I told Ron, I said I didn't listen to every song, but I listened to about half, and my favorite is You Are the Best.
You hit me when you say it with your accents and your beautiful flow and your harmonic. Oh God, you're dangerous. You know, you Americans are bad. You Americans are you Americans like us are bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt, man. You know, you guys. At the end of the day, there are many truth speakers in America. Yeah, there are many black truth speakers from Africa. You know, many black truth speakers. And sometimes in the venicity of the equinosity of life and the beautifulicity that comes out of our mouths, especially out of our own people's mouths from that part of the world, and not only that part of the world, listen, you must not ever forget that you Africans are not special because there's other Africans in the South that are just as beautiful as you, that have uh beautifulness that come from them, and beautifulness that come from their lives, and to go and live and see and experience. South Americans are listening to English music.
Mhm.
Darling, tell me, you know what I mean? We and you know the thing is, I don't wanna put Africa on you, and because you are a proud African American, and not only you, but all your people, your family, and you know your culture behind you are proud and loving and caring, and so much so that you can make when listening to your voice, and not only your voice because your voice is me. You know what I'm saying? Your voice is me. You know, can make me melt. You know, um, we are that. We are that. Even these cats, yeah, even these Afro British cats, yeah. And they want to act like you know what I'm saying? They want to act like they richer than us,
Mhm.
they richer than us. Nah, homie, no. Hold on, look at your skin, man. You know what I'm saying? We all the same. You know, we all the
We
same.
all the
And
same.
we
Mhm.
all the same, baby. How can we? The reality is this. I speak to many scholars all over the world. How can we unite this big black power that we have? But that is a conversation for another day. Today we're talking about entertainment. We're talking about music. We're talking
Mhm.
about art. We're talking about life. And on top of that, we're talking about connections that have brought us together, that keep us together, man. You know,
Yes, yes.
I'm meant to be in Colombia in a few weeks time, and I've got a manager in Portugal, darling. I've got a manager in Portugal. I'm meant to be doing shows there in Portugal and stuff. It's just you don't. I wish you understood how busy my life is at the moment. I can give you my time tonight because
But it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be busy right now. It's a
and
good thing to be doing those shows. That's where you make most of your money, don't you?
yeah, but on top of that, I got an African woman right next to me that's lifting me up. Molly Mall, where you at?
Hello, you can take her with you sometimes.
Huh?
You can take her with you sometimes.
Okay, yeah, yeah. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. No, it's not bad. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, I'm not saying all the time, but yeah, sometimes because you
Oh
gotta
no,
you gotta nurture that relationship.
Diana, baby, I'm a Capricorn. I'm loyal. I'm loyal, even if you abuse me.
It's not even about the being loyal. It's about the connection. It's about spending time
Loyal, man.
together.
Thank you. Words of wisdom. Thank you. Words of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Love,
Hey,
love.
I'm trying to
That's
help you out, bro.
No, no, no. She gonna listen to this. She gonna listen to this. Be like, you know what I'm saying? You say that about me? No, no. Because listen, at the end of the day, you guys, whether you guys, you know what I mean? I've been around the world and I. You know, I've been around the world and I. Go back to what I say. You know what I'm saying? Not because you have the same skin, you have the same skin color as me. Me and you gonna be, we gonna be tight. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
discovered that. You know what I mean? Uh, Not necessarily. How do I explain it, man? Uh, it's cultural. It's a cultural thing. You know, it's a cultural thing. Date within your own culture, because if you date within your culture, you will be peaceful. And when I say your own culture, South African culture, USA culture, because I know for a fact that black and white Americans live the same life. You guys
Yeah.
live the same lives. You know what I'm saying? So whether or not you date within black and black or whites and black, it doesn't matter. You guys live the same lives. I am originally born in South Africa, so whether we are, you know, but then again, saying that South Africa has got complicated culture structures and tribal structures as well. But on top of that, if you're from South Africa, I don't care. You can be Indian, you can be Zulu, you can be Koza, you can be tribal distinction, you can be whatever. As long as you're from South Africa, we'll find a way.
Mhm.
Mainly because we are culturally connected. So I'm not saying that I you know what I'm saying, I can try. I can try. You know what I'm saying? I can try and date out of my place. But listen here, I'm gonna tell you this now. I got a chick, she from she from Mauritius and she's from South Africa as well. And I'm Afro Mauritian, so you know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm in love with her. I need to explain to Lorel, I love you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Don't let the Ann and San tell you it's different, you know what I mean? It's all good. You know, it's all good from the gate, you know?
All
That's
right. I
reality.
love it.
I'm so happy.
Black
Darling,
love, baby. Black love.
darling, I'm so no, honestly, darling, I'm so happy to catch up with you again. And I hope that we eventually, you know, I'm saying, can meet up at some point. I don't know how my journey in life and music will go. You know my journey so far. You know my journey.
Yeah.
You touch
Mhm.
that. You feel you prodded that. You poke that. So I don't know where it's gonna go from here. But if it goes further from here, darling, I want you close by. You know what I'm saying? Come see me.
And I would love to be close by. Because if I'm close by you, I'm close to the music. Hey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And close, you know what I'm saying? To everything else, you know? And if
So listen, are you
uh,
gonna be like performing anytime soon?
hmm, it's the idea to do that, darling. It
You
is
don't
the
have anything set up yet that you could tell the people about.
Rod's my publicist in Vegas. I got cats in North Hollywood, California. And you know what? Let me
Mm,
tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. I am connected to many talented musicians in South Africa. Okay,
mhm,
and they ain't got good words to say about American music promoters, and I'm gonna say this through Black African American music promoters that look like us, act like us, talk like us, groove like us. They ain't got good words to say about them, you know,
mhm,
because
mhm,
majority of them who look like the number one enslaver of yourself will be the people that look like you.
mm.
And it's been that story since the beginning of slaverism. And we will continue to perpetuate that situation. I've lost this money because I've been dissed. So I'm gonna steal that money from the people that are coming up behind me. That's wrong, darling. That's wrong.
Yeah, that is wrong.
Wrong. And it hurts. It hurts. Me saying that it hurts. And you know
Hmm.
what? You know what? This word is when I'm speaking these words, I'm not paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing the facts because you know why? This story is coming from South African artists that have not only dealt with local Africans, black Africans that have taken from them, but then they
Hmm.
go end up international and they end up meeting with fellow black Africans that have taken more from them.
Mm. That's sad.
Darling, Diana, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm despondent. I am despondent. You feel me when I say that, darling?
Hmm.
I'm not only despondent for us, and I want to be the ultimate believer that we defend us. I want to be the ultimate defender of that, but we don't.
Hmm.
Don't, darling. We don't. Look at our history. Look at our history. The Arabs came to Africa and they confused. They were like, look here, okay, you got an issue with that cat and his whole family. Bring them with us. We're taking them away. You know what I'm saying? Our
Hmm.
is built on it's a great and I want and me personally, me Molly Moore, want to be involved in a situation that started all the way in my own continent that evolved. I see stories of these people in New York and evolved. I saw DJ Academics today. He's like the whole music industry party. I don't want to be rude to you because you're a woman. Okay, the whole music industry party was this particular one artist, Freddie Gibbs, going around the whole party, sucking, what, to get on. He was, what to get on. I'm not, I just can't believe if I really got to go through that, Diana, if I really got to suck that particular situation to get on, and I'm African as well, and I'm a proud African, and I got talent as well. No, darling. I think to be honest with you, I'd rather not suck nothing than get off.
Hmm.
You feel me? And I'd rather, I'd, ra-
Yes, I do.
I'd rather have these songs in perpetuation, which will go on because they're online, and I'm promoting them. I'm promoting
Hmm.
them all over the world, darling.
Right.
Especially that number you played, the last one you played, that one a killer. You know what I'm saying? And it's got
Right.
flow, it's got the Latin flow, it's got an African flow, it's got a European,
Yes.
and I'm promoting it all over the world. But do I have to be involved in the situation by where I've got to be involved in a perpetual uh, sucking of a certain part of a person's body to be involved, darling? What
That's really sad that that's still going on.
is, darling? Oh,
It's really sad. I mean, it hurts my heart because it limits your range. It limits how far you can go when somebody's always there with the price. You can do it if you do this. You can do it if you do that. We'll do it. We'll make you a star if you do this. Why can't you just be yourself and become a star? And to me, that's the beauty of the internet. You can become. Look how many YouTube stars there are and Instagram
yeah,
stars there are. The internet can do that for you.
that's a big ask, darling. That sincerely is a big ask. On what you say, that sincerely is a big ask. And the former parts of what you're saying of being involved in these parties by where you sucking perpetual something um,
Mm.
is a reality. It is a reality. But
Yeah, sad but true.
the form the latter of what you said is a reality and it can happen. But how artists like me that have been grinding, that have been doing loads of stuff, how do we get to a point by where and don't get me wrong, I've had to turn down record deals and stuff, and they weren't even throwing money at us. They weren't even throwing money at us. They weren't
Mm.
even throwing money at us, you know what I mean? And for these songs that you played tonight, you know, and on top of that, my friend messaged me from Turkey the other day. He messaged me from Turkey. He was like, "Yo, Marley Marl, I heard your song in a mall in Turkey." I'll be like, "What? Our song's been played in Turkey." I was like,
That's a beautiful thing.
"It's not a bad thing, darling. It's not a
No,
bad
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. That's what I'm saying. I know for my station, I have a high concentration of listeners. At least I did. I don't know about now because the war is going on. But in the Ukraine, it's,
yeah."
it's amazing. Some of my biggest fans are in the Ukraine.
And that's why you're international because you're an artist. At heart, you're an artist. At heart,
Well, I
you're
wouldn't
an
go that far. I'm an artist helper. I prefer.
come on, Dan. No. You wouldn't have done what you've done in the first place to get involved with music if you were not an artist. And you are that soul. You are that soul, darling. You are that soul for sure. You know,
You
the,
know, you know, you special to me, right?
I, I
You
I know,
special.
I know. You're my baby. You know what I'm saying? You're my baby. You are my. You know what I'm saying? My lead point. You know what I'm saying? You're my point guard. And the reality is this: how do we continue this journey? How do we continue this journey? And I believe in my heart of hearts that by God's, I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of devils out there. I believe in God.
Mm.
And I believe that we can take it forward because we have got the talent. We got the talent. We got the talent. We got the talent. We're not, and it's not. Hey, man, I get stressed out because you know time is time is taking time away from us. You know, and I got to deal with this. And I got to be the front man. I got to be the one that gonna be delivered. I got to be the one that gonna deliver everything to everybody. I gotta be the one that gonna be the cha. I gotta do the cha cha slide. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? See my friends. See my friends. I don't swear. And using bad language is not my criteria. If you use bad language, you're very uncultured. But F out of here. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the cha cha slide forever, darling. I cannot
Mhm.
do the cha cha slide forever. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll end up like
Mhm.
James Brown. I'll end up like flipping. What's his name? What's his cat name? What's his name? I no. One of our black legends from America because you guys were blessed to have you guys, black Africans were blessed to have all the electronics and all the mechanisms around them to make them great, to make them the number one, and make us the number one selling music genre in the entire globe, black music, so much so that many people stole and Justin Timberlake and him try to be like us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's the
Mhm.
real. That's the real. You know, you slash us, our African people, ended up being so blessed in more ways than one. And I'm trying to continue that. I'm trying to continue that. And you know what I mean? I'm trying to continue that in a majority white country. I'm trying to
Mhm.
continue that in a majority country. And you know what? I'm not disputing that fact or putting hate on that fact because I am a musician and you are a person involved in radio and you know, if you're involved in entertainment, you don't see color. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see color. Color. You know, we don't see color. But when we go back to what our quintessential heart is, our heart is black African. Our heart is black African. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
enough, fair enough, fair enough. There's some of us. I don't listen. At the end of the day, I don't know. My mom is white, bro. My mom is white. You know what I'm saying? My mom is purely white. She was green as a mama. When I woke up every day, I stared into my black dad's face. You know what I'm saying? So this is my life. And when I went to see my extended cousins, everybody were black. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was black. So the reality is this, you know, how do we continue on this journey with which God has blessed us with in our summer to continue the journey to say, listen here, we Africans, whether you're from South America and North America and Canada and Europe, how can we big it up?
I
We have
don't know. I
to
think we just have to lean on each other and I hate to use the word use each other, but yes,
use
use
words,
each other to get the
words.
word out. I mean, that's all we can do, you know?
Darling,
So,
using each other is a strong word, but it's not a bad word, though. It's not a bad word. It's not a
right.
bad word. You
If
know,
it's mutual, yeah,
it is mutual. It is mutual. It is mutual. But using me, using you, and then when I'm there, are you gonna pull me back? Pull me back, and we can eat
uh
together. We can eat caviar. We can eat.
yes,
Crab. You know what I'm saying?
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And you know, it's a lot of people like to put a lot of people like to put crap on Jay-Z. Say, look,
Mm,
okay, he come from this and he come from that. But people don't understand the shit that he had to deal with our own people.
oh, yes, yes, yes.
He had to deal with the shit with, and you know, dealing with us ain't easy. You know, dealing with us ain't easy. Dealing
Mm,
with us ain't easy, and deal with your own homeboys that act like they like you, but they hate you.
hmm.
I'm done. And to be honest with you, yo, I get distressed, darling. I get distressed when I think of us, you know, and I wanna embrace us, and I wanna big us up, and I go back to conversations 15, 20 minutes ago of bigging us up, making us big people. But the reality is this: we need to be in the right mindset
Yes,
to develop and take this what we have in our skin, what we have within our soul, what we have within our heart. And people question why has Jay-Z walked away from the streets? Because
really? He could
because
do nothing else. Come on.
because
Look who
he's
he
sick
is. He couldn't be in the streets.
of us, of us. Honestly, Diane, he's sick of us. He's sick of us. He's sick of us. He's sick of us and our behavior. He is sick of
Mhm.
us and our behavior. He's sick of me and he's sick of you. Because not personally, but
Oh
people
no, I know, I understand. I'm with you.
out
I feel the same way. You
and I don't.
cannot be of that caliber and still want to deal with nonsense.
Amen. Hit me. Amen. 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 I don't hate that dude. And he is the epitome of black greatness. He is the epitome of black greatness. I don't hate that dude, man. I don't hate that dude, man. You know, because I don't know him. I don't know him, and I don't wish to know him because you know I was listening to a Muslim cleric today, and he was like beyond me. But you know, he has the same. He has even though he hasn't got Jay Z's money, he has got the same knowledge as Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
for me personally, darling, I just want to say thank you for having me tonight. I'm over the moon to hear
Oh
your
my
voice.
God. It's been such a pleasure having you on. I knew the conversation would go like this because I remember our conversations before, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh yes, Marlon Cherry on my show. Yes, it's the
she's
first
South
one in
African.
almost 3 years. Yes, yes, yes."
So South African. She's South African. We can talk for days. Even my favorite. Even my favorite. She can listen to this. She can listen to this. Me and her the same. We talk for ages. You know what I'm saying? We talk for ages. Stop being South African. I'll be like, yeah, okay, cool. You know. But we quintessentially, it is our heart. We are soulful. We are loving. We are caring. We are endearing. You know. So
Mhm.
why not? You know, why
Yes,
not? The
and we
reality,
recognize those things in each other, so
darling.
that
That's
makes
why
it
I
even
would,
better. You know?
that's why that's why,
Yeah,
darling, I would not give you my time if it was not so.
that's true. That's
I
true
would
because we've
not.
been on for 2.5 hours, over 2.5 hours, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm
I'm
gonna edit
gone.
this.
I'm
I'm gonna
gone.
edit this down and post it on the website, and
So,
make it do what it do. Okay.
mm,
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
I
So
know.
listen. One last thing before you say goodnight.
Yeah.
You got to give the people coming behind you, the independent artists trying to make it. You got to give them some words of wisdom before you go.
Mm,
Can you
eh,
do that for me?
darling, at the end of the day, when it comes to that kind of analogy and with regards to spitting wisdom on what they need to know and what they need to discover, for me personally, uh, I cannot give too much, too much advice on that.
No, you can't, but you can give a nugget.
Yeah,
Something you learned, something
uh,
you learned that's helped you, that
I'll,
served you well.
let me give you the ultimate phrase. Believe in none of what you hear and only half of what you see. You understand me?
Okay.
Believe
Yeah, I hear you.
what you hear and only half of what you see. Because most of that
Mhm.
is convoluted in the situation of you sitting there in the office looking at that paperwork and being obligated to sign it, but believing none of what you hear and half of what you see. And if you can get over that, that paperwork you won't sign until your lawyers see it. That's it. And you know the thing is, darling,
Okay, now you said that too soft. You gotta say that a little bit louder. Who need to see it?
your lawyer needs to see that
The
shit.
lawyer needs to see it. See, I know you had something to share.
But baby, listen here. We ain't got money to start with. We ain't got money to
Mhm.
start with. And when I think of the 1980s LL Cool J contract they signed with Def Jam, they got 1%. These days, we have got the potential to get a good lawyer that will eat off our contract for days if we pursue that. If we
Mhm.
pursue that, if we pursue that, say, look, yeah, dude, you know what I'm saying? Okay, take this contract over. If a Gucci, you're gonna eat for days off that. That's it. That's it.
Yes,
That's it. You
that's
know, what I'm
true.
saying? That's it. You know, don't sign jack shit until the lawyer seen it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a deal. Even my mom told me. And my mom read books. You know what I'm saying, Diana? My mom read books. My mom is a book reader. And
Mhm.
she told me it ain't a deal until a lawyer seen it. I'm like, yo, mom,
All
man.
right now, mama got it going on. She know what she talking about.
But she read books. She read books. She a book reader. You know what I'm saying? She wear glasses and stuff. You know what I mean? It ain't a deal until a lawyer seen it. And
All
until
right.
the lawyer
I
seen it,
like that. It ain't a deal until the lawyer seen it.
that's it, darling. That's it for sure. I tell you the truth. Thank you. Thank you for having me tonight. You know what I'm saying? I killed you. I killed you on my balls. Damn. I'm sorry for being such a stubborn African. I'm stubborn. You know what I mean? I'm starving for being an African like that, but I'm a good African. I'm a good African. I'm a good South African as well. Before I claim, before I claim England, before I claim Great Britain, I claim South Africa first. Feel me?
All right. Okay. And on that note, my dear, we're going to say good night. It's been a pleasure. We are not going to let this much time pass before we do this again. Okay.
Amen, baby. Hey, yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Do it next time big. We do it next time better. We do it next time better. And for sure, I'm here. I got you. And I love you and I feel you. And it shouldn't be this long next time. Listen, the next
Right.
the next time we link up, we got an international hit, and you on top of the list for the interview. I got you.
All right, baby. I love it. You be good.
Thanks, Diana. Thanks for having
All
me.
right. You're welcome. And we're going to close out with another play of You Are
Huh?
the Best.
You're bad. You are. You're rotten. You're absolutely rotten.
Good night.
Thank you, darling. Take care. No.
Yeah, bring it up, son. Bring it right on up. Yeah, you are the best, girl. You are the best. I've searched and I've searched, and I found nothing. You are the best. All my life I've been waiting for someone like you, just like you, yeah. To step right in and take away all of his blues with that look and the moves, yeah. And best I've ever seen.
You still there, Marlon?
Yeah, baby, yo, I had you singing and stuff. God damn it. I can't believe I can't believe
It was a good
song,
show. Thank you so much. I
I
appreciate
can't,
you.
I can't believe my song has become, a part of the Black African spiritual. I heard Charlemagne talking about, the ultimate Black African spiritual, back that ass up. You know what I mean? You'd be like, most spiritual. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Let's talk about the Black African spiritual. You are the best, and sincerely, we are the people that built America. We are the people that built South Africa, and we are the people that built Latin America. Us Africans, because why? We are the best,
we
baby.
are the
Yes,
best.
hit me. Am I right or wrong, Charlie? Am I right or wrong? Tell me. Am
You
I
are
right
right.
or
You ain't never been righter.
wrong, Charlie? We built America. We built South Africa. We built Latin America. And every other country that has an African from our continent, we have built it, baby. This is us. Thank you, darling. Listen, you have a good evening, whatever you get up to. Know that I love you. Know that I appreciate you. And listen, I'm off to bed. It's late here.
I
You
know it is. I know
thank
it's late there. I appreciate you so much for hanging with me.
Amen, amen. I love
All
you.
right.
So I
Good
love you.
night.
We're gonna do it again sometime soon, okay?
Yes, we will.
Thanks, Queen. Take care.
Take care.
Peace out, baby. Peace out. Lovely. Go.